Hello all, and welcome back to the fourth video on the Ubuntu terminal tutorials. In this video today I'm going to show you how to install Java on your system, as well as how to compile Java source code from the text editor, and I'm also going to be going over what Java class path is and how Java compiles its source code. But before we get started, we have to install Java on our system, and the way you do that is sudo apt get install open jdk-6-jdk. And you could test your version of Java, which we should already know is 6, and it displays the version right here. Okay, now getting into the Java program, we're going to be using GEDIT, which comes standard on Ubuntu. Previously we used the nano text editor when we were compiling our Python code, but in this case we're going to be using GEDIT, and the way we access GEDIT is simply GEDIT followed by the file name. And similarly to the Python code, which ended in .py, we have to include .java for this, so that the text editor knows which syntax highlighting to conform to. So we'll import .util. And we'll say user input, we'll say So I'm doing here, this is basically our main class, but now I'm going to assign a scanner variable so Java knows that the input that is going to be provided, it's going to come from the user, and that's what this is right here. And we're just going to do one line or 2 lines. Let's say nope, not that. And we'll throw a double in there. In Java, a double is similar to a float. Java does have a float, but the idea behind floats and doubles is how much memory to allocate for the specific variable. What do you say we enter our height? Okay. So we'll do double height. And what this program is going to do, it's going to ask the user what their name is, how old they are, and how tall they are. And upon the user's input, the program's going to finish by just basically displaying what the user actually, the information that the user provided. And this is just all stuff to make it pretty. And do you have everything? Yeah, that sums it up. So we'll just compile this code, and while we compile this code, I'll explain to you what's actually going on. So we have this code. And to compile the code in Python, we used chmod +x followed by, I believe it was the directory and then the file name. With Java, to compile Java code, it's simply javac. And the idea behind javac is it accepts source code, which we just wrote, and it can, as long as it conforms to the Java language specification, and it produces bytecode, which conforms to the Java virtual machine specification. In the words of the great Carl Sagan, whatever does that mean? Basically, it takes what we just wrote in English and it turns it into a bunch of characters which Java could read, and then it produces the output. So we have to compile our code by entering the file name with .java, and as long as there's no errors, which there seem to be, it will compile. So it didn't compile, but what we could do is we could simply go back and edit it. And I always love having an error on the first try because it shows you what an error message looks like. And it's very similar to the error that we received in Python, where we have the caret pointing to the area in which the error is, and it looks like we're actually missing a semicolon. So if we just go right here and we add a semicolon, we are probably and most likely set up for success and ready to run this program. So now we can compile the code again, and again what it's doing is it's turning this Java syntax, what we just created, into a readable program for Java. And as long as the code compiles, nothing will happen. All that will happen is you'll just be returned to your display prompt. And the way you run a code, similar to what we did in Python, where it was / followed by the Python file name, it's actually just simply Java followed by the file name. And when you run the program, you leave out .java because it's actually already compiled, so it knows already what you're running. And as you see, it prompts us to enter your name, enter your age, enter your height, 68.6 inches. Every little bit counts. There we go. And as you see, it exited the program with displaying what the user input was. So, hello Nick, you're 28 years old, you're 68.6 inches tall. So that's how Java compiles its source code into bytecode for the virtual machine. Now to go into classpath, what I have is a package. I created a package, or in other words a directory. And what a package is, it's files that define a package are stored physically under the actual path. So we have this we have user input right here, which is our file name, and that will be physically stored under home/nic/user input. But that's just the physical location. Where this actually is, it's under its class path, which is under scanner packages, which is a package or a directory, so it would be under scanner package. And as you see, we're in the scanner package directory now. And if we were to list what actually happened is we have our user input.class and our user input.java. Now we don't have a .class file, so why is there one in there? Well, what happened was upon compiling this file, the compiler created a binary file of our source code. So if we were to display user input.class, see it anyway, yes. As you see, it's just a bunch of characters. Now we don't understand this, but Java does. Just like we understood the text that we wrote or the source code that we wrote, it doesn't understand that, so the compiler has to conform this so the virtual machine can understand it. Okay, in this tutorial we went over how to install Java, how to access GEDIT, and how to write some Java source code as well as compiling that code. And hopefully I did a decent enough job of explaining to you the Java class path. And that concludes this tutorial. Thanks for watching.